So even though I'm a minuscule little man on this great big platform, it's very hard to succeed on. It really is. I started posting videos on TikTok and they're doing so much better. So go follow Hellraiser's Lawyer. But top 5 YouTube reviewers. Critics. Whatever the hell you want to call them. For me. Not for you. For me. I watch a lot, you know. Some who are on a list like Your Movies Suck. YMS, that guy. Very funny. Hates everything. You know. There's a few more. I used to love the Schmoes back when they used to review stuff back in the day. John Campia has his reviews every now and then. But for me, my top 5 are as follows. Number 5, Chris Stuckman. He's probably everyone's like 1. He's my number 5 as of lately. Because 1, I like when he used to review with letter grades. Not that you need letter grades. And I completely understand when these savages in the comment sections are just like, how did this movie get an A-? But this movie got an A. Drives him crazy. He's like, can't do it anymore. And I understand that on his journey that he wants to be positive all the time. But that's no fun. Is he going to do hilariosity every now and then? Is that mean? Is that too mean for him now? I don't like how nice he is. He's growing too nice. I completely support Shelby Oaks project. I think he'll succeed. But yeah, number 5. Used to like him more. Nostalgia Critic. He's a little too cartoony for me. So every now and then I listen to him. But sometimes his zany Looney Tunes personality is too much for me. But when I do sit down and watch any of his reviews, I just watch his Dark Knight trilogy reviews. He's pretty good. He's funny. Yeah, he's an acquired taste. He puts a lot of effort with his little acting crew. The same people have been with him for years. So I like how different and unique his review style is. He's a character. I also love his first time viewings with his brother Rob. Those are great. Number 3, looking at my list, if I look crazy. John Flickinger. John Flickinger is one of my favorite YouTubers ever and probably my inspiration for trying YouTube at all. This guy does nothing but make YouTube videos. I don't know how he can afford to move all the time. I feel like he's a serial killer. He's always dating some blonde girl. Then you never hear from her again. They break up. He gets super depressed, doesn't post anything for a while. But I'm like, this guy probably kills them, takes their money, and then moves across the country and buys a house. I don't know how the hell he's affording all this on YouTuber money. He doesn't post enough. So, however you're doing it, John. Big fan of American Psycho Nightcrawler. He's a psychopath. He's a serial killer. Love his reviews. They're erratic. They're nonsensical. They're great. He yells into the camera. He has a great charismatic personality. He's the epitome of charisma. Like, that is the king of charisma right there. So, love his live streams that he does. He hasn't posted in a minute because he gets sick every 5 seconds. But big fan. Been watching him longer than anybody. Love his channel. Wish he survived in the movie Trivia Schmodown. Lost to King Khan. Number 2, a person I met. I met this person in real life. Only time I've ever been starstruck. I haven't met a lot of famous people. I'm a skateboarder. I met a lot of famous skateboarders. Met him. He looked at me. He's really skinny and way shorter than I thought he'd be. He's like 5'6". He's super skinny. He looks bigger on camera. Everyone does. But I met him at Star Wars Celebration in Orlando when the movie Trivia Schmodown went there. I also went and saw John Schnepp there. R.I.P. Met John Campia. My brother talked to John Campia so long he had to cut him off. He's like, I got to go do the thing. John Campia's really short, by the way, too. He's like 5'7", 5'6". Jeremy Johns, wearing his Star Wars blanket as a cape, was talking to the crowd. Super nice guy. Looked at me. I also met the Schmodown crew. I talked to Christian Harloff and stuff like that. I got the worst picture ever. I took a picture and it blurred, and I was too afraid to ask him for a second picture. I also met the guy who used to... I don't remember his name. It's not Chris Hardwick. He used to make these big Star Wars reviews that got him on the Schmodown area. Anyways, met Johns. He was talking to the crowd. I was right there. He looked at me. He said something to me. I got starstruck because I've been watching him for years, and I melted. Like, I was like... I had no response, and it was so awkward, and then he just started talking to someone else. And I was like, fuck! And I think it was because I had my drive jacket on. I feel like he said something about my drive jacket. I can't even remember what he said to me. I blanked out. Worst experience. Anyways, as a reviewer goes, He's the most accessible reviewer that exists. Anyone can watch his videos. He's good. He's very normal. He's not in a criticky type of vernacular like a Stuckman is. So he's a very accessible, entertaining guy that if you want to show anybody, listen to someone else's point of view, is this guy with his great rating system too. Dog shit to awesome-tacular. Number 1, watching right now, Red Letter Media. Red Letter Media is one of my favorite channels of all time. I love Best of the Worst, Wheel of the Worst, Poor Rich Evans, greatest laugh ever. There's an old Pokemon video. Go type in Pokemon trailer laugh, and you can hear Rich Evans laughing in it. I wonder if anyone knows about that. It's not even, it has nothing to do with Rich Evans, but in the title. But I just heard his laugh, and he has a very distinct laugh. But their channel is great. Their reviews are great. Half in the Bag, their separate review thing, the Mike and Jay talk about. All great reviews between one guy who's kind of a cinema nerd, which is Jay, and Mike was just like a normal schmutz. He's a regular Joe Schmo. And I like listening to these two very different people. One's more artsy-fartsy, one's more into simple stories. And I love listening to them talk. I also love when Mike and Rich have their Star Trek Nerdathon episodes. I know nothing about Star Trek. I know a little bit about Star Trek, but I love listening to it. They're very fun to listen to, very entertaining. Probably the best movie-related channel on YouTube, in my opinion, is probably them. I think it's them. I think they're legendary at this point. So, that's my top 5. Stuckman, Nostalgia Critic, John Flickinger, Jeremy Johns, Red Letter Media is the GOAT. I always wonder where they got the name from. But, what's your top 5? Comment down below.